Our kitchen is a nightmare, but we're making it a paradise.
To get this place up to speed, we're going to need to grind, sweat, and even move our sewers.
Let's do this.
This was our kitchen. It had a top-of-the-range sink, futuristic flooring, and some ceiling character features. Okay, I guess you could say it's a bit rough around the edges, but we've got big plans to change that.
We need some major remodelling. We've got plenty of space to play with, so we essentially will be completing 2 extensions, one to the rear and one to the side, meaning we'll end up with 22.5 square meters to play with. This space needs to work hard. We want a kitchen, a dining table, and a sofa all in this one place. So this was what we're thinking. An island in the middle, a kitchen over here, and our sofa overlooking this beautiful garden, leaving space for a back bench and dining table with a secret nook on the side.
Alternatively, we can change this layout so that the kitchen is flooded with light, the dining table has space for the chairs all around it, and merges with the living area a little bit more. We're a little bit stuck, so what would you do?
To get this extension off the ground, we've got to tackle some micey tasks. We've got a lot to do. So, foundation, vertical, and eyes. Party wall down. It's a lot. Are you ready?
No.
Our new foundations need to be 600mm wide and 750mm deep to ensure these new structures ain't going nowhere. We have 3 main problems with digging our foundations. No back access, extremely narrow hallway, and no money. So this is how we've ended up here, digging our foundations by hand. So we started to dig, and we dug some more, in the sun, in the rain, and in the hail, and eventually we were ready for our concrete.
Not bad.
Now there's 2 options for pouring concrete, a super easy pipe to the back that would set us back £800, or a wheelbarrow through the house for free.
Okay.
We have 1 hour to get this much concrete from the street through the hallway, around the kitchen and into the garden. Let the games begin. We soon got into the groove of things, Chris on the barrows and me spreading the concrete evenly throughout the footings, using a patter to make sure the top was nice and smooth. After 45 grueling minutes, the concrete was poured, Chris was shattered, and it was time to relax. For now. As soon as the concrete had set, it was time to go again and dig out the slab. But pros by now, we dug over 3 days, laid tons of hardcore and brought in the whacker. A little sprinkling of sand and a damp-proof membrane later, we called our trusty concrete supplier and got to work again.
How does that feel to take your shoes off? You worked hard today, didn't you?
I'm so tired.
Before we start on the second extension, let's talk steels. To ensure our house doesn't topple over, we're going to need a lot of steels. There are 3 steels going in the back, 2 along the side, another under the stairs, and a massive column holding the whole thing up.
What's happening? More foundational work? Excited?
Yeah.
Cold?
Yeah,
Tired.
Now, to ensure these steels don't come crashing down, we need to underpin one of the main columns. We started by knocking out some bricks, creating a hole in our kitchen. The perfect hole for some small visitors to enter through.
One evening, after lights out, we heard a rustle, then a couple of thuds. We went downstairs armed, thinking we were about to engage in battle with a burglar. But we found nothing. Then we found mouse droppings. And that's when RodentGate started. We repurposed our security cameras with RodentCam. There they were, scuttling under our floorboards like they own the place, and nabbing our food out of the traps without much of a care. As we watched, we became annoyingly fond of them. We named them Nugget and Ronald. But they do carry some major lurgy, and we can't risk our brand new electrical wiring being chewed through, so we need to get rid of them. We asked the nosy neighbours if we could join forces.
We really need a ferocious feline, preferably with a history of mental illness.
But they were pretty useless. Nights went by and they were getting bold.
He was running up and down last night.
Mouse has just been in my bed, sniffing me. Cheeky.
and we knew we had to up the ante. We made our own trap out of copper pipe, a bucket, and olive oil, but they scoffed at our attempt to load him. Where is he? You just seen him?
Yeah.
What did he do? Give me the shivers. So we turned to the black market of rodent catching tools and took a chance on this sneaky yellow number, complete with a cat hood.
I'm talking one mean pussy.
We learned what they like.
We've got peanut butter, Nutella, Snickers, some cat food, and a trusty old custard cream.
I like good food, okay?
And with the dynamic trio of sensors, we lured one in. And we watched live in euphoria as we had sunk a battleship. Until it leapt like a salmon and scuttled off. Guess we better try a bigger bucket.
While RodentGate unfolded, we cracked on with the second extension. For this, we're pulling down the party wall and rebuilding it as a cavity. It was time to bring out the sledgehammer and become very close with our neighbours. We found a sewer pipe that shouldn't have been there running through the foundations, so with a bit of digging and learning on the job, we moved it out the way for now. We've called in the troops, old friends from all over the country have come along to dig. We even had our pals Nicky and Harri come along and lend a hand with our concrete panels. Go check them out. We have finally finished the last of the digging and concrete pours, and it's time to see some major progress before our builder leaves us for a month with a long list of homework to get done. So subscribe and join us next week to find out if we manage to beat the clock and get these steels installed in time, watch some walls come crashing down, uncover some pretty gnarly brickwork, and finally discover what on earth has happened to our furry little friends. See you next week.